I'm the 5-Minute Professor. In today's lesson, Quakers. They're also known as the Society of Friends. And they are not Amish. Although they still use the these and the thous in their church materials. They're also not Shakers, and they're not Mormons. They're different. They're not actually technically even a single church. Each group, more or less, makes their own decisions about the direction of the worship and the congregational policies of each individual church. They're not even universally a Christian organization. Some groups are what they call theists. They believe in a God, but perhaps not your God. As a result, there are several major factions varying from city to city, from state to state, from country to country. And they use a unique calendar. Observing that our calendar has days and months that are named for pagan gods, they simply number the days and the month. Their week runs from first day to seventh day, which parallels our Sunday being the first day, and our Saturday being their seventh day. Months start on our New Year's Day as the first month. They don't typically celebrate what we think of as being church holidays either. Christmas, no, not for Quakers. Easter, no. Lent. They're also what we would call non-Sabbatarians. They don't recognize the Sabbath. They think every day, I say they, Quakers, I should say Quakers. They feel that every day is the Lord's Day, so if you single out one as the Lord's Day, that's minimizing the lordiness of the other days, and they don't want to do that. Quakers found the religious freedoms of the North American colonies inviting. However, in the 1600s and the early 1700s, that freedom to worship as you choose was not really what we would call, well, terribly widespread. You think about the Puritans. Puritans came to this country for religious freedom and then said, as long as it's ours. Sound like anybody you know on Facebook? Pennsylvania and Rhode Island were the two colonies that actually allowed the most freedom. And William Penn, who founded Pennsylvania, was a Quaker. Quakers have a history of embracing what I would think of as being inclusive ideals. They were early adopters of the abolition of slavery, and the elimination of alcohol, and women's rights, and pacifism. Many groups also accept same-sex marriage, but because of that congregational nature of things, it's not universal in every one. Quakers celebrated as conscientious objectors. They also tend to have a reluctance to swear oaths because of the God part of it. I say reluctance. I can think of one famous Quaker who definitely took an oath as the President of the United States. Richard Nixon was a Quaker, but if you've heard the tapes, he took quite a few oaths. A Quaker throughout his life. He didn't attend meetings, though. Richard Nixon did not attend meetings when he was in D.C. Susan B. Anthony was a Quaker. John Hopkins of Johns Hopkins University was a Quaker. Ben Kingsley grew up a Quaker. Edward R. Murrow, Joseph Wharton of Wharton's Business School were all famous Quakers. They also believe in sharing their wealth. They want to be successful, then they want to share their wealth. They believe in philanthropic nature of society, that they have an obligation to succeed, and once they've succeeded, to share those bounties and continue to be successful. Barclays, Lloyds of London, Clark, and Cadbury, those were all companies founded by Quakers. Perceptum, Quispium, Dametium. Learn something, damn it. I'm the 5-Minute Professor.